As long as you order your drink from Sonic, as long as you order your drink from Sonic off the app, it's always happy hour.
Say what now?
As long as you order your drink from Sonic off the app, it's always happy hour. So no more gotta need happy hour from 4 to 6 or 2 to
So
4. You gotta order out the drink. Drinks are half price.
so do you just like go pick it up or something? You do. Oh. So how much are shakes?
Huh?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Oh my gosh.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
Let's go, man.
What I say about the dishes?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll try with McKinnon, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, that one caught by Tyreek Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Watch out for Hill on the return. A beautiful fake. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Get ready. 45, Mike. Wildville. 45's the Mike. Push him back.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
If you're using it.
Succop's kick is good. And that will do it for this first
You got it
half.
out there?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
That's where my little magazine's always right on time. It always talks about shit that I need to know. Oh wait. Can I unplug one of these?
talking to me, baby, I can't really hear you because I got the game in my ear.
Sorry.
What's up? Hold on, let me see. See what now?
Can I unplug one of these?
Yeah, go ahead.
Which one? Never mind.
No. The one that's not like an L shape. The regular one, not L shape.
Okay.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Oh.
Yeah, you're making big.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes, that one complete to Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brady now on 1st down. Dumps it off to Fournette. Pushes him aside at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket and going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Catch is made by Hardman, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And again, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, he shifts past him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw here. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Brady to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. A 5-yard touchdown catch as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They're going to run for it with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way down to the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. One final try for Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
So what you're going to do, I prefer to lie down on the exam table if I can. When you stethoscope, we touch them, we do all that, but we don't incite pain. When you make a patient hurt, especially as a surprise, they don't like you very much. And while it might seem like that's a funny thing, you will wreck their confidence in you, especially if that patient is a child. And when you lose the confidence in a child and a lot of patients because you hurt them, you may never get that confidence back. So when you do a test and you're about to incite pain in them, you want to make sure you keep your eyes on their face, and I want you to tell them, if I hurt you, let me know, I'm going to stop. When you tell them that, you put the locus of control back on the patient. I want you to make the patient be in control. So I want you to look at him and tell him, let me know if I hurt you because I'm going to stop. I want you to slowly raise their leg with the knee straight. What you are attempting to do with a straight leg raise is reproduce their symptoms as you elevate the leg between 10 and about 60 degrees. Once you reach it, you don't have to go anymore. So slowly elevate the leg. You now have a big stretch on that sciatic nerve. Once you do that, if you reproduce symptoms down the leg, it's a positive straight leg raise. And I'll tell you right now, you're way more likely to get authorization for an MRI with a positive straight leg raise than one that is negative, all right? So positive straight leg raise certainly makes you think radiculopathy. The good news about low back pain is what? It always goes away, right? It may take a while, sometimes 4 to 6 weeks, but if it happens longer than that, I'm going to just tell you, this is going to be an expensive diagnosis. It's going to involve expensive testing like an MRI. It probably will involve expensive use from a physical therapist, modalities, referral to a neurologist, neurosurgeon. It can be an expensive diagnosis, and it's extraordinarily common. Everybody with me? Another common cause of low back pain involves the SI joint, the sacroiliac joint. Look at this picture. The iliac crest is here. Here's the ilium. Here's the sacrum. So when patients have pain at the SI joint, you can take your thumb, put it right in the area of the sacrum and ilium come together, and boom, you got your diagnosis. There's tenderness right over that area, and that's a pretty easy diagnosis to make. So SI joint pain causes trouble in loads and loads of people. Common cause of low back pain. The hip. When I introduced the hip to you, I told you that the hip
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
When a patient has bursitis, whether it's in a hip or a shoulder or wherever it is, if you apply pressure right over that inflamed bursa, it hurts a lot. That is exactly the case.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Osteoarthritis in the hip. You might think that patients will tell you, oh, it hurts when I walk, and they do. But a common complaint with osteoarthritis of the hip is anterior groin pain. And it hurts when people lean over to pick something up off the floor or to tie a shoe. If you look at the kind of shoes patients wear, it'll tell you a lot about that patient. If they wear slip-on shoes, it tells me a lot.
Throwing on first down is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Then you need to broaden your differential, okay? So orthopedic pain should be reproducible. I'm changing gears.
Now Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a minimally torn ligament, but a stable joint. A grade 2 sprain is more severe.
A handoff to Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Sometimes the reason patients have plantar fasciitis is from a heel spur that has got the plantar fascia inflamed. So you may get an x-ray, especially if your routine intervention.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Do you know why we keep athletes well hydrated? We keep them well hydrated to prevent injury. Because when you become dehydrated, your soft tissue is especially susceptible to tear.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They hand this one to Gronk, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Look at my 3 fingers and pretend that this is one solid piece of tissue. It's a meniscus. If she tears a piece of meniscus,
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
back to the place it was torn from, then that meniscus will move as a single unit. She'll live or knee to a new until
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
back to the place it was torn from. And then you know what happens? Pow! Instant pain, and in an older adult, they're always afraid to fall. They know what falls mean for them. Consequently, an older patient with a meniscal tear does not always have memory of something that happened. Generally, young adults do. Middle and older adults,
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
pain that you better have memory of is a torn ligament. Because this is
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
2 tests, so take a look. I think you'll see this again, maybe on an exam, but you just got to know it because you'll use this all the time in your clinical practice. So take a look. The patient comes in with an acute knee injury. One of the things that we are concerned about is whether or not there is a break.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Is by doing an anterior drawer test.
Off the play fake, Ryan.
The anterior cruciate ligaments. Remember
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So what we're going to do to assess the integrity of the anterior cruciate ligaments is this. You must immobilize a foot so that when you pull to open the
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
Baby, bring it!
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 21 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Now Ryan on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 38, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. On first down, Ryan steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback.
So the MTP squeeze test, Martin's aroma, 3rd and 4th toes. Everybody got it. All right. What condition describes
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The tapping creates zinging in those 3 fingers. That's a positive Tinnels. A positive phalanx is the backward praying test, where you put the back of the hands together, and if they've got a narrowed carpal tunnel, when you do this, it further narrows it. Talk to them after 30 seconds or even longer. They're going to begin to get symptoms often, not always, but often if they've got carpal tunnel syndrome.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's jumping on a trampoline and accidentally hits an edge that's
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
just a few hours after it happened. We got an x-ray. I thought it was going to be broken, and it was, except the radiologist told me that the x-ray report, that's not usual.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
It's a fracture, all right, but it is secondary to something else.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Patterson Patterson on the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run with Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Coup for the extra point.
So, ankle sprain, but maybe it's a lumbar strain. What condition is caused by deposition of urate crystals in joints? Yeah, exactly.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here are the PIPs, and we see that in osteoarthritis.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What condition describes joint stiffness at less than 60 minutes usually? Osteoarthritis, OA, right? RICE is an acronym for treatment of what? A sprain, exactly.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't like to be touched by anything but CSF, right? Spinal fluid.
Wait, that flag 20. That's flag 54. Flag 54. So we got man. Back. Shadow. Hey.
On first down, Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted
Another
a third
day,
time.
another dollar, baby.
Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Know your job. 45's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A huge play there right off the bat.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing to start the drive. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 57 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Brady to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They're going to try and throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30.
Bring it!
10.
Bring it!
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very good return. They'll be set up well when we resume action in the second quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
And that's caught inside the 30.
That's right, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 41 yards. And the Chiefs on one play have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I got you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darrell Williams. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Though CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Trip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Line 20. Check line 54. Line 54. I go bandit.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check it. Reload.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fournette able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
He's tired of me.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Brady now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been